Welcome to the Sisterhood of Sweat. It's Let It Rip Friday.
Hi, I'm Linda Mitchell, 54-year-old elite obstacle racer, award-winning fitness competitor, gym owner, and author. Welcome to the Sisterhood of Sweat podcast, where we will approach the difficult topics of life, interview inspiring guests, and bring empowerment to all. This community is a place where we can be who we are instead of who others want us to be. Let's get started.
And now, a word from our sponsors, Essential Formulas.
Hi, this is Frankie Boyer, and I believe, I don't know about your lifestyle, but some days I need roller skates. My lifestyle is crazy busy, and I'm pulled in so many directions. It takes a toll on my health. That's why I am proactive. I don't go a day without my Dr. Ohhira's probiotics. It's just that important to me. As the expression goes, the road to good health is paved with good intestines. Dr. Ohhira's is not just a probiotic supplement, it's a complete flora balancing system, helping to bring your body back into balance naturally. Doctor recommended, made with organic ingredients, dairy and gluten-free, and needs no refrigeration. Perfect for travel. I believe that Dr. Ohhira's probiotics are the best probiotics on the market today. To learn more about Dr. Ohhira's probiotics, visit essentialformulas.com. Dr. Ohhira's probiotics are available at Vitamin Shoppe, Whole Foods, Sprouts, and other fine health food stores nationwide.
And today we're just going to be talking about running after your dreams with both feet forward. Just sometimes when you have ambitions and there's several dreams that you have, you could be, it's like, you know how they say when it rains, it pours. You could be running after them full steam ahead with all your might, everything going. And it's really important that you have the energy to do that. So you got to set yourself up to win. So start your day off with good nutrition and drinking water. Well, even better yet, start your night off with a night routine. Like, what do you do at night? Get your clothes ready for the morning. Have a plan for the next day. If you're going to be traveling or you're in your car, make sure you food prep and you have an idea of what you're going to eat, when you're going to eat it, because it just won't show up for you perfectly prepared out there. And get to bed on time, 10 o'clock. After that, everybody's turning into pumpkins as far as I'm concerned. Get your sleep. That is your beauty sleep, but that is where your energy comes from. And if you need to take a sleep supplement, my favorite one is Well Rested from Minnow Labs. Other than that, like, I love BioOptimizer's Magnesium Breakthrough. Perfect. Getting plenty of magnesium helps you sleep. We're so deficient in it, many of us, and it also optimizes your muscle. Magnesium is a very calming ingredient. So when you're taking that at night, it does help you to relax. If you're one of these type A persons, like I'm saying, where we're running full steam ahead after our dreams and we're just go and achieve. Your nervous system has to calm down and relax in order for you to go to sleep and for your mind to calm down and for you to be able to, if you can't rest your mind, you won't be able to sleep. Some people I know can relate to that, where your wheels are just turning, thinking about all the things you're going to do the next day. But last night I was literally in bed listening to Law and Crime in order, and I fell asleep. And I was like, oh, I couldn't have probably fell asleep if I was planning to go, but just sometimes having something to listen to can help take you on out. That, or I think reading late at night, right, around 9:30, 10, that's going to help you sleep too. And so just filling yourself with good nutrition the next day. Don't overdo the caffeine because it just sucks out your energy. It causes your blood sugar to spike and then crash, which is similar to an insulin spike. So it also could mess with your diet. It could mess with your cravings. I have found, since I completely cut out coffee, I have the energy to run after my dreams. I have the energy to juggle 3 huge balls of dreams. I'm going to say, like, I had the dream for the studio. I wanted to reach a certain figure, and I did. And I had a dream for being on the cover of Bodyscape magazine, and I shot for that 2-3 weeks ago. I wanted to compete. I did better than I expected because it really was just more, I really never planned to do the show. I just realized I got ready for the photo shoot and that I was at my competition weight. So I thought, hey, even though I didn't plan to do this, I need to get back up. I've got too used to being down. I got too used to being injured. And then you get a little afraid to get up, and you get all these, these little things that go on in your head. And so I didn't want others to be used to me being down either. So I got up, and I really jumped out of my comfort zone at Fitness Universe. I did 3 categories all in the same day. So 3 competitions, not fitness. Sorry. I had to scrap that for a while because of all the injuries. I'm still not ready for that. I did bikini, figure, and model. And model was a new category. And I was like, I have no hope to win this. We have the most beautiful girls in the universe, 18 years on up, but I just wanted to do it, and it was so much freaking fun. I threw some outfits together. The pictures turned out great, and I'm like, that was a fun time, and I made so many friends backstage. And I really just think doing something new that gets you totally out of your comfort zone makes you feel alive. And now I'm like, hey, I think I want to do that category again. That was fun. So it's just going after your dreams with gusto and not being tied so much to the outcome. I kept thinking about that because I was like, what is the outcome? The outcome for me was losing over 35 pounds and getting back in all of my clothes and feeling like Linda, having a goal and just driving and remembering what that feels like, and just to do it right. I just really wanted to achieve those things. And so when you're juggling all those balls in the air, you might drop 1 or 2 along the way. Some of the things you didn't think about when that you normally would be paying attention to details. And that's pretty much power for the course. And then you're like, oh gosh, I didn't think about that. I should have been, giving that person work, or I should have been doing this. So you can't run full steam ahead like that. Like, I felt like it was like a sprint pace all the time, but you can do it in short bursts like that. You can do it and then make new goals, and then be like, okay, I really drove hard for that. Now, what do I want to do next? What is next is what people kept asking me. What's next for you? And I was like, oh gosh, that's like asking someone after they had a baby, are they ready to have another? And you got to wait a little bit to ask that question. So I was thinking about that. So I want my pro card. So I'm ready to work towards that. Back when I was winning a lot of shows and I did Miss Fitness USA, and in the beginning of all my winnings at Fitness Universe, they weren't giving pro cards for what I did. So now I'm like, I want my pro card. So I have a few shows in mind. that I want to do. And I'll be telling you about those in the future. So I'm going to be working towards that. That's one goal. And I've been thinking about other ones, and they're kind of coming clear, but I'm not quite ready to say them until I'm committed. Commitment is the key, though. Whenever you're trying to reach a lofty goal, being committed, like making a decision and putting yourself out there, put your money on the line, even if you think you're so freaking far away from that goal, it pushes you. It's the goal that pushes you to achieve. I was so far away from Sexy at 60 on the cover of a magazine when I spoke that out. And it pushed me to get back to myself. It pushed me. And I think if you don't have a deadline, I think your dreams and your goals need deadlines, because deadlines push you to get there. I remember when I was writing my book here, the first one, The Sisterhood of Sweat, I was in the Dream Book course through IIN, Institute of Integrative Nutrition. And we only had 3 months. I had 3 months to write this book. And I did it. And I always thought I was just a magazine girl, an article girl, until I worked for Anne Louise Gittleman, and we were working with her and collaborating on her book. And all of a sudden I realized, I've written over 22,000 words. And they're like, oh, that's good. We need to cut that. We need to cut that down. And then I realized, I think I could write a book. So we cut it down to about 10,000 because we had a bunch of collaborators for that book. And my daughter, got to give her a little plug. She was a photographer for Fat Flush for Life, and she is a renowned nude photographer now. And shoots the likes of Jane Fonda, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Ellen Page. She shoots for like Sephora, Refinery 29, all kinds of cool brands off and on. She's freelance, so it's not like she's, doing the same people or the same brand all the time. But she got her start doing things like that. She shot also my show, Miss Fitness USA. She went and took pictures of all the competitors. And now she's doing what she loves in New York City. And speaking of which, my granddaughter came to visit, Parker Elizabeth Broadman, and that was along with all the other dreams. So my life was feeling very rich, and we went nonstop. I was so glad that I'm healthy and able, and I guess I feel young and I feel vibrant. And I was able to enjoy her to the fullest. We went swimming. We went to this place where we were crawling through tunnels and doing like crazy ants. They had like a bouncy house, and they had slides and just lots of fun. We went swimming. We went to some kind of a crazy fun house with crazy mirrors and scared my daughter, which scared poor Parker. She's just one. And I have a grandson on the way. And my oldest is going to be adopting. So life is really full. And I really think rich. And if you want to have quality of life, and you also want quantity, right? You got to put in the work. Like, you've got to put in the reps. You've got to be intentional. Like, you've got to plan things out and think, what's that going to look like if, what time frame is that going to take me? And then give yourself a little more time, because my friend and I, Shelley, that shot for the cover of Bodyscape magazine 2 or 3 weeks ago, if we would have shot for it when we originally were planning, which was April, we would have never been ready. I think I would have had a wire in my mouth shut. We would have never been ready for it. And I mean, it's not like you have to get ready, but it's like a wedding. You want to look your best, right? You want to look and feel your best. It was like a bucket list item. And I just had this notion I wanted to be sexy at 60 on the cover. And you know what? When you set those goals, then you achieve them. So I got to figure out what do I want for 70? And what do you want? I mean, what do you want to achieve with your life? What goals and dreams have been swimming around in your mind and in your heart? And why not go for them? Because the time is going to pass anyway. So why not get out there and go for them? Because most of the things that you're going for, like they say, it's a little cliche, but I love this quote. If you're going to shoot for the moon, you might just get the stars. It's the truth. It's like we don't aim high enough. When I was getting my studio, the first little one, I was just, this is what I think I can do. And then I remember a friend telling me, oh, we got this property. You should come look at it and rent it. And then I found out the price and I was like, oh my gosh. With my limited thinking back then, I didn't know what I could achieve and do. I thought, oh, I couldn't do that. I don't know if I could ever do that. And then, the time came, took the leap. We did that. God blessed us. We were able to expand. God blessed us again during the middle of a pandemic. We were able to expand again. God blessed us with an amazing business and amazing people to work with. And it's a mission. And I'm doing way beyond what I ever knew or dreamed that I could do, and achieving many goals at one time. And so why I'm saying that is you may not think, maybe you have more confidence than I did, but I've been through a lot in my life, and I think some of it knocked me down a peg or two. But you may not know what you're truly capable of. And the only way you're going to find out is to put it to the test. Literally put it to the test. And sometimes you learn just by doing, and you get better by doing. And you figure out the next step and the next step, and you figure out what doesn't work. You throw some mud against the wall and you're like, okay, that didn't stick. That was a dud. But failure is only learning. Like you're learning like what didn't work. So then you find out what does work. So it's not the end of the road. It's not the end of your story. It is not the end of the world. It's actually the beginning when you start taking each lesson and learning, oh, okay, maybe I didn't give that person enough work to keep them paid. Maybe they were a good person. Maybe I need to give them more work, or I need to renegotiate what we're doing together. It could be a numerous little things like that you discover, or you're like, oh my gosh, when I add people, it frees me up. They bring in more people. I actually get to do other things I like to do too. And then it brings more income to the whole business, and it brings income to them. And then they enjoy it, and you enjoy it even more because you're not burnt out, you're not spent, you're not overworked. It's just really opening your eyes to what you want and realizing it's possible. Ask yourself, how can I do that? How can I do that? Instead of telling yourself you can't. Realize you are fully capable of living out the dreams and the visions that God has planted into your heart. That He wouldn't give you a dream and a vision if you weren't fully capable of bringing it to fruition. So I had a few notes that I had been writing. I thought I had nothing to say today, you guys. Oh my gosh. Designing your life is up to you. You can design it yourself, or you can let someone else design it for you. The choice is yours. So what I like to say about that is somebody else might think you should never compete. You should not be on a cover of a magazine at 60. Hide yourself behind something. Somebody else might not have the vision that you have, the dreams that you have, the energy that you have. They don't understand why you would want to get up at 4 a.m. and be in a makeup chair. And they just don't get it. They don't get sorry, my nose is itching. They don't get your dream. And it isn't for them to get, because they have their own visions and dreams that maybe you wouldn't even understand. So when somebody is telling you what to dream, think, be, or do, don't let someone erase all that makes you you. Like in your life, you can have people that want to tell you what you should think, believe, what you should go after. If you're a people pleaser, if you're a nurturer, if you're a mom, sometimes people think you should be a certain way, and this could include husbands or significant others. But when somebody starts trying to erase the things that make you you, that's what they fell in love with, first of all. So let's keep our identities here. Like, even if we are pouring into others, the things that make you you, you don't have to give those up for anybody. Those are your rights as a human being, to have things that light you up inside that nobody else understands. They don't have to understand it. Just hold on to that part of your identity as a lady, because if you're a guy listening to this, women can take your identity too. Or partners. People can try to get you to dumb that down or lessen it because they don't feel comfortable with it. But don't change who you are. Don't let someone erase all that makes you special, that makes you unique, that makes you you. And I just want to say, just be that authentic self. Like, how could someone, and I think people try to change people all the time. It's just a thing. It's a thing that happens. But how can someone authentically love you if they don't even authentically know you? Like, you know you. You know what you need. You know what you like. You know what's important to you. And you are worthy of having all of those things. You are worthy of what you have believed, what you have envisioned for yourself. And just hold on to all that makes you you today. It is not wrong. You are valuable. And that pretty much is what I wanted to say. And inspiration is the language of your heart. Listen to your heart. Don't always be in your head. Get out there and get it today and go after your dreams with gusto. Thanks for listening to this episode. As always, you guys, keep on keeping on. And this has been a tremendous period of growth for the Sisterhood of Sweat. And I just, from the bottom of my heart, I just want to thank each and every listener for tuning in. And I so appreciate you guys. I really want to give that message that people need to use their voices and be heard. And don't let anybody out there dumb down who you truly are. Bye, everybody.
And I hope that all of our listeners have enjoyed this podcast. And if you guys have really enjoyed this, please review us in iTunes and also share this episode with your friends and your loved ones. Thanks again for listening to the Sisterhood of Sweat.